The Land of Know-Alls. Moonface was very gloomy.
Oh, we'd better get back up the tree and tell Silky and the others we've failed. It looks to me as if the poor old Faraway tree is done for. It's very, very sad.
They all went back up the tree, and the brownies returned to their homes in the wood. Silky and the girls were very upset to hear that the rabbits hadn't been able to get through the floor of the caves. Joe explained the reason.
Heavy stone there. No one could burrow through that, or even move it. It's bad luck. There's no other way of getting down to the caves at all.
Everyone sat and thought. Nobody could think of any plan at all, and Moonface muttered,
It isn't that we're stupid. It's just that it's impossible.
I suppose we couldn't ask anyone in the Land of Know-All for help, could we?
said Dame Washalot at last.
The Land of Know-All? Is that up at the top of the tree now?
Asked Moonface, looking excited.
Yes. Didn't you know? There's nothing they don't know up there.
Perhaps they know how to get down into the caves then. Or maybe they could give us a key to open the doors. What do you think, Joe?
That wouldn't be much use. You may be sure the trolls have put guards at the doors. They're well armed too. It is only by taking them completely by surprise that we could defeat them.
Moonface nodded.
That's true. Well, what about going up into the Land of Know-All? We might get some good advice.
They all went up the topmost branch and climbed up the yellow ladder through the cloud. They came out into the Land of Know-All. It was a small land, so small that it looked as if anyone could fall off the edge quite easily here and there. In the middle of it, on a steep hill, rose a magnificent glittering palace with so many thousands of windows that it looked like one big shining diamond. From the middle of the palace rose a tremendously tall tower. The children and the others went up 200 steps to the great front door. Then they saw about 1,000 servants lining the hall inside, all dressed in blue and silver. They all bowed to the little company at once, looking like a blue and silver cornfield blown by the wind. So gracefully did they bow at the same moment together.
What is your wish?
Said the 1,000 servants, sounding like a wind whispering.
We want to see the Know-Alls,
said Moonface, feeling rather awed.
They are in the tall tower,
said the servants, and bowed again. Then 100 of them took the little party to what looked like a small room, but which was really a lift. Up and up and up it went, till the children thought surely they'd land on the moon. At last the lift slowed down and stopped. The door slid open. The children saw that they'd come to the top of the tall tower. It was surrounded on all sides by wide windows, and the children gasped with amazement as they looked out. Surely they could see the whole world from those windows. Oceans, seas, lands spread out on each side of them and lay glittering in the brightest sunlight they'd ever known. Then they saw the 5 Know-Alls. They were strange, wonderful and peculiar folk, so old that they had forgotten their youth, so wise that they knew everything. Only their calm, mysterious eyes moved in their old, old faces. One of them spoke, and his voice came from very far away, or so it seemed.
You have come to ask for advice. You want to know how to get into the jewel caves.
How does he know?
Whispered Connie to Joe in amazement.
Well, he's a know-all. Shh! Don't talk now. Listen.
Moonface knelt down before the wise Know-All and spoke earnestly.
The Faraway tree is dying. It's because there are trolls in the jewel caves underground, cutting the roots that give the great tree its life. How, O great and wise master, can we get down to the caves and stop them?
The wise Know-All shut his gleaming, mysterious eyes as if he were thinking or remembering something. He opened them again and said,
There is only one way. Your slippery slip goes to the foot of the tree, down its centre. Bore down still farther from your slippery slip, and you will come at last right out under the tree, in the centre of its tangled roots. Then you can surprise the trolls and overcome them.
Everyone looked thrilled. Of course. If only they could make the slippery slip go deeper down and down, they would come out in the middle of the roots. It was a marvellous idea. Moonface was joyful.
Oh, thank you, oh great and wise master, thank you. We will go straight away and follow your advice.
When they were safely back in Moonface's curved room and beginning to feel a bit more ordinary, Moonface said,
Well, now we know what to do. The next thing is, how do we bore a hole down through the rest of the tree to its roots? I haven't any tools big enough to do that.
Then Silky had an idea.
You know, Moonface, there is a caterpillar belonging to a goat moth that bores tunnels in the trunks of trees. I know, because I've seen one.
You don't surely think that a little caterpillar could burrow down that big tree?
Joe asked.
Well, if Moonface could get about 12 of these goat moth caterpillars and could make them ever so much bigger, they could easily eat their way down and make a way for us.
Moonface slapped his knee hard and made everyone jump.
Silky's got the right idea!
Silky blushed. It wasn't often she had better ideas than Moonface, but this time she really had thought of something good. She sped off on her errand, taking a big box from Moonface's curved cupboard. Joe looked at the time.
I really think we ought to go, Moonface. It's getting awfully late. I suppose Silky will bring back the caterpillars soon, and you'll change them into enormous ones and set them to work tonight. We'll come back tomorrow morning and see how you're getting on.
I shall rub the caterpillars with growing magic when Silky brings them. But it will take them all night to grow to the right size. I shall probably set to work after breakfast, Joe, so come then.
Joe and the girls slid down the slippery slip, shot out of the trapdoor and made their way home. They were tired, but very thrilled. How they hoped they could defeat those trolls and perhaps save the dear old faraway tree. Joe said,
We'll go back tomorrow, first thing after breakfast. I expect old Moonface will have worked out some brilliant plan by then. I only hope we punish those bad trolls properly. Fancy not caring if they killed the faraway tree or not.
Connie sighed.
I can hardly wait for tomorrow. I really don't think I can.
But she had to, of course. And tomorrow came at last, as it always does. What was going to happen then?